If you're selling your home in Minnesota, the number one question I have people ask me is, what is it going to cost me to sell my home as the seller? In this video, I'll be breaking down all the different costs that are associated with selling your home here in Minnesota. Everything from a $50 title fee all the way up to agent commissions and mortgage payoff. I'll be breaking down everything so you know how much it's going to truly cost you to sell your home here in Minnesota. By the way, I'm Zach Sykora. I'm a real estate agent here in Western Minnesota. If you're interested in seeing how much your home is worth and you're interested in selling your home for top dollar, reach out to me and my team through a call in the link in the description below. The number one and most expensive cost with selling your home here in Minnesota is a mortgage payoff. So when you sell your home, you will have to pay off the remaining balance of your mortgage. So depending on how long you lived in the home, how much you've paid down on that mortgage, that number can range from $0 if your home is paid off all the way up to however much your home costs or more, depending on the interest and depending on the loan type. This is usually the most expensive thing that people have when they sell their home, which is the mortgage payoff. Then also with the mortgage payoff, you will have to pay off any other loans that are out on the home. So maybe you took out a construction loan to do some fixing up on the home. Maybe there's a first-time home buyer program loan, which is for down payment assistance. All the outstanding loans on the property will need to be paid off as a part of selling your home. Now don't worry, you don't have to pay these off before you put your home on the market. All this mortgage payoff will happen at closing, so you won't have to worry about it. So that will be all taken care of there, and you will just get the check for the remaining amount after all the costs are taken care of. Then also you got to know about interest. Interest will be prorated to the day of closing. This is the same for taxes and special assessment taxes. All these will be prorated to the day of closing. So let's say your home is closing on January 22nd. You're gonna be paying all the taxes, all the specials, all the interest up to January 22nd. Then obviously after the buyer signs and takes over the home, they will then go and take over those payments. Then abstract extension is around $550. This is the next expense. What an abstract is it's actually a paper booklet of the record of the homeowners all the way back to when that house was first built or the land was first established as somewhere to live. So we'll have that record back, and you will update that record once you sell the home. So the new buyers coming to their home, they won't update that abstract until they actually sell the home. So that's how that works. And the abstract is usually held at a title company in the Fargo-Moorhead market, the market where I work at, but it varies throughout the whole entire state. Some homeowners may actually have the abstract inside their home, in which case I would encourage just to turn it in to somewhere to hold it. That abstract can cost over $2,000 just to get replaced, compared to just the $550 to extend it with your name on it. The next thing is a deed preparation fee of $75. So depending on what type of deed you're giving the buyers, a warranty deed, which is the most common around here, which means you're the obviously only and rightful owner. You got to make sure that you as a seller are the actual owner of the property and able to give it out to the next person. There's no other interest in the property. Contract for deed is another option that some people do, not very common. But there's a lot of different types of deeds, but the most common and most used one is a warranty deed here in the Fargo-Moorhead market. The next thing is the Minnesota state deed tax. So the state of Minnesota will charge a tax on selling your home. It is $3.30 per $1,000 from selling your home. So let's just make it a really easy number. Let's say your home sells for $100,000. There's not that many homes here in Minnesota that are worth $100,000. Let's just use it as an example. So let's say you sell a home for $100,000. So that's 100,000. So that would be only $330 you're paying to the Minnesota state deed tax. And the next thing, which is also goes back to the mortgage, is record the mortgage satisfaction. So this is a very, very small fee. It can range from $20 to $60, but you need to make sure you know about it when selling your home. The next cost you need to know when selling your home is seller concessions. Now, depending on your selling situation, we may offer some seller's concessions, we may not. A lot of times buyers like to ask for seller concessions instead of dropping the purchase price. So let's say your home is worth $250,000. We have an offer come in at $250,000, but with $5,000 in seller concessions. So this is only a net offer of $245,000. So that $5,000 in seller's concessions, what that's for is for the buyer paid closing costs. A lot of buyers prefer to ask for these because it will reduce the amount of out-of-pocket money the buyer needs to bring to the closing table. 90% of the time, we won't offer any upfront. We'll see how the offers come through and what people will ask for, because in competing offer situations, where if we product and market your home correctly, make it the obvious choice for the buyers on the market, we can make sure we get you the most amount of money possible and the best negotiating point possible, which would obviously be no seller concessions, selling your home for the best price possible. If you want to see my video breakdown of what you can do to make sure your home stands out, to make sure you get top dollar for your home, you can click on that video in the top right corner now. So the next thing, which is another thing that sometimes people like to offer, maybe for older homes with older appliances, is a home warranty. So if you don't know what a home warranty is, a home warranty covers kind of all the basic appliances and systems in the home. So the HVAC, the furnace, the washer, dryer, all these things are covered under the home warranty. So a lot of times people with older homes may offer a home warranty for buyers coming to the home, because if you have two different homes that are very similar condition, one's offering a home warranty, one's not, it makes it seem like the obvious choice compared to the other. So some sellers like to do that, or some buyers also will ask for one, but it really depends on the situation, and it also depends on the market currently for how strong the offers are that will be coming up on your home. If you want to stay up to date with all the market information, all the stats, so you know when the best time to sell a home, best time to buy a home, when you should wait and hold off, I break down all these different market stats on my YouTube channel, Living in Fargo-Moorhead. I give you everything and anything you need to know about living or moving here in Fargo-Moorhead, so make sure you follow along on the channel. The biggest thing you always hear people talk about when selling their home is real estate agent commissions. Now, when you're selling your home, you will pay your listing agent commission, which is a certain percentage. It can also be a set amount, but it's usually a percentage. Then the buyer's agents who come to your home may also ask for you to cover their percentage. But that is kind of a little change we've seen with the recent settlement. So now as a seller, you obviously will pay your listing agent's commission, but buyer's agents now have an opportunity to write in their commission in as part of the offer. Now before this lawsuit, you would just pay your listing agent for both agents, and then it would be split off to the other agent. So now we're kind of seeing a transition into you're paying only your listing agent's commission, and the buyer's agent, if they choose to have their commission paid by you, will ask for it in the offer. So it's now being negotiated the same as price, the same as earnest money, the same as inspections. Commission is now negotiated just the same as all those other terms for the buyer's agent. This is something your agent should discuss with you before listing your home to know what to expect for that certain market and how you can expect to get paid at the end of the day. People sometimes get this next thing confused with real estate agent commissions, but this is a transaction fee. Now, certain brokerages will charge a transaction fee on top of real estate commissions. I choose not to charge a transaction fee in my business, but some people do, so you need to make sure you're asking your agent the right questions, asking your agent what they charge, what's their commission, then also make sure you ask your agent to list your home, what is their transaction fee? Because this is kind of a hidden fee that not a lot of people catch when they think of real estate agent commissions. So this will be paid to an office for those who do charge it. Again, I'm the listing agent here in Fargo-Moorhead, a metro over on the North Dakota-Minnesota border, and I choose not to charge a transaction fee for my services. If you want to know what my commission is on a listing side or a buying side, you can schedule a call with me through the link in the description below, and we can talk about it and see how we can make this move work for you. The next thing after real estate commissions is a closing fee. So depending on the title company you're at, this can range from $100 to $200. It also will depend on the buyer who's buying your home. If it's a cash buyer, the closing fee is a little bit higher. If it's a mortgage, it's a little bit lower, but it's kind of right around that $100 to $200 range for a closing fee for you as a seller. Then it also kind of depends on the title company you choose to close at. If both the buyer and seller choose to close at the same title company, it can save you as a seller like $50, but this is just something to consider and something your agent should be guiding you with. And another thing you need to know when selling your home is that inspection items are gonna pop up. It's inevitable. Every single time someone comes through with an inspection, they're gonna ask for something. Once in a blue moon, you may see someone who doesn't ask for anything on an inspection, but 99% of the time, they're gonna ask for something, even if it's small. So just know this ahead of time, and kind of setting aside that $2,000 can give you that kind of cushion to know how much money you're gonna really get at the end of the day when selling your home. So what I do as your real estate agent is I will run a competitive market analysis on your property, determine what price we can put your property at, make it the obvious choice for the buyers in the area. Then I will break down all these numbers I've talked about this whole video for you in a step-by-step process, add all those together, run the formula to make sure you can see how much money you can expect to get at the end of the day when selling your home. Now, since you stuck around to the end of this video, I'm actually offering free home evaluations with a free breakdown of how much you can expect to get from the sale of your home. Now, if that's something you're interested in, it's no cost to you. Just comment the word home down below in the comments. We can get in touch and you can take advantage of this free home evaluation and free seller's net sheet breakdown